My enemies are many. My equals are none.
Welcome back to part 3 of my France Let's Play, the Italian campaign for Napoleon Total War with Darthmod. So, picking things up, we left them last time. We just had that absolutely devastating siege of Turin, where we blasted our enemies into oblivion as they marched up the mountain to face our artillery line. And yeah, they got absolutely shredded. That's what I love about Napoleon Total War. Super satisfying. I'm sure we'll have plenty more of those sorts of battles. We're now going to be marching on Milan. That's our next objective that has popped up. We've got the supply post, which will be completed next turn. But yeah, the liberation of Milan is where we're going to be going next. We'll gain 1,000 gold to our treasury and a unit of revolutionary infantry, although I'm not too fussed by that. It also enables recruitment of them, which I guess they're slightly better than militia. And we probably just need all the troops we can get just thrown forward to the front. While I still want to kind of keep the pressure and pace up, I am actually going to take a few turns just to kind of reorganize Napoleon's army, recruit some more fusiliers of the line in there, and we'll take this as an opportunity to just shuffle some of his troops down to Coney here to get the additional replenishment that we'll get from that supply post. We're also going to convert the magistrate, the tax office, not going to upgrade it to a magistrate. We're going to convert that to a cannon foundry so we can get more cannons, and then we'll upgrade that further as well. I could go for the roads, but I'm going to recruit instead more fusiliers up here. We'll wait until those guys are healed and then bring them into Napoleon's army for more cavalry, or we will recruit more. We can recruit some back here actually and get them moving up. They'd be faster moving than fusiliers, although they cost they're slightly cheaper. We can only get one unit. What do we want to do? We can't do anything else here right now. We can't even upgrade that. So yeah, let's go for chassis of cheval here and bring them up. Now what I'm going to do here is bring you guys in to Napoleon's force. That'll make it a full stack. We'll reorganize some of these guys though. I'm thinking bring the grenadiers, probably the dragoons. Actually, I could probably bring down most of the... We'll keep the revolutionary infantry. We'll take the National Guard militia out for sure as well. And I'll bring those artillery pieces back. Just so that they're all set here, ready to gain that additional replenishment next turn. The only unit that is gaining a moderate replenishment rate right now is the Fusiliers line. I'm assuming that's because we've got that barracks there that they can be recruited out of. And that increases their replenishment, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Bring these guys down. Now we've still got a solid, strong force here. I mean, we can't see any large Austrian force. We can see some smaller forces moving around. It's just militia they are moving. Thankfully, though, they're not at war with our protectorate, the Kingdom of Sardinia. So, and I don't think they do go to war with them. So we'll see what happens there. But that should give us a little bit of breathing room. As I said, I don't want too much because I want to keep the pressure up on the Austrians. We will, some of you suggesting go along here and take out Tuscany and grab that, and then you can strike Parma and put pressure on them from there. Probably will build up a secondary army, and that will be the route it takes. One of you said there's some objectives that pop up as you progress or as you declare war on some of the other kind of Italian states. I don't know if I'm going to go for them or if I'm just going to kind of go through the main objectives as and when they pop up. I mean, the main focus of this isn't to do a full map conquest. It is just to march on Vienna. I think we'd be probably pressed for time to do a full map conquest anyway with this. So yeah, we're going to kind of focus on the main objective, but if there's some interesting side objectives that pop up as well, then we'll do them. We'll just kind of take things as they come, really. All right. I think that's all we need to do. So let's just check our treasury. It's going to be 2,000 next turn. Good. Lovely. End the turn. As always, thanks for your comments, advice, tactics, and suggestions are all greatly appreciated. Do keep them coming, as well as the name suggestions over on part 1 of this series, which are just for Napoleon's army. I'm probably recording this episode, part 3 and part 4 back to back today, so I will be adding in your unit name suggestions to Napoleon's army at part 5, which will be out on Monday next week. Matter of supply. Now that you've resolved the issue of supply, regiments serving in the Army d'Italie will be able to effectively maintain their strength and numbers. Through intelligent use of the exceptional troops that have accompanied you into Italy, you'll be able to continue using them to your advantage throughout your campaign, regardless of their scarcity in the region. Good. So we've got that. We can upgrade that again for additional replenishment. We've got plus 8% replenishment, plus 14%. Wouldn't be terrible. I mean, I guess... we want to keep building supply posts further and further forward as we go, but this wouldn't be a bad point if we do want to save some units. So if we have, like, the Grenadiers, you know, taking a bit of a beating, if we can pull them out of Napoleon's army and send them back here to replenish, that wouldn't be awful. Because that is just for this region, yeah. Just for this region. We've gained more Grenadiers, haven't we, through that objective? That's what we got. That's converting on over. Good, good, good. So, yeah, I'm just going to send both of you guys up here, and then you'll link on up with Napoleon. He has got more Fusiliers of the line. Got those guys replenishing, moderate, the chasseurs as well. The revolutionary infantry will probably take them with us. If we pop in, we've got the dragoons, and if we took all the chasseurs of cheval, because we've got 2 in here, that's 4 total with that new one, and the 2 grenadiers, that's actually going to be too many. So we'll probably take 2 chasseurs of cheval, the dragoons, and the 2 grenadiers. That's that army done, unless we want to swap out some more revolutionary infantry for fusiliers, which, yeah, I wouldn't mind, but we can start building up a secondary force, bring up the revolutionary infantry behind in a second army to then act as the garrison to take over Milan so that Napoleon can keep on pushing. What I was going to do with the militia that I'd pulled back, the National Guard, was probably... I mean, I doubt the Austrians are ever going to threaten us here now we've got the Protectorate set up, but I don't want to leave it completely exposed, so we'll send 1 unit back. To link on up here, and we'll start... no point in building up the barracks there, we'll build it up on the front. Get those guys in there. We can get militia, but they aren't National Guard. So what are they? National Guard is 24 accuracy. So I'm assuming regular militia are worse. Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep these guys behind. We'll start moving up these generals as well. So it doesn't tell us how long it's going to take, does it? It just shows us a couple more turns, probably. I can't recruit any more. We've got more infantry coming in, though, to replace the revolutionary infantry. That is fine. So yeah, we'll just go through another turn, see what happens. What was it I was able to get here? Oh, I can... Oh, no, more revolution. Yeah, we can recruit them now. I won't recruit more of them just yet. Obviously, they're a cheaper alternative to Fusiliers of the line. I'm assuming their upkeep is... No. No. Upkeep is only 11 gold cheaper. They're not terrible, actually. Looking at their stats, I mean, compared to like militia, they're still a decent cut above. The reload skill's good. The accuracy's not amazing, but it's still pretty decent. Yeah, they're good in a pinch. And they can actually, the revolutionary infantry they can form square. I'm pretty sure it's just the National Guard that can't. Right. Yeah, let's end the turn again. I wish I had a spy agent that I could send out to reveal the Fog of War just to give me a little bit of forward planning, because that does concern me a little bit. Marching into the Fog of War, not sure exactly what I'm going to be finding. But if we send Napoleon with
information on any
the strongest force we can currently muster, then we shouldn't have anything to fear. That'll be all good. Right, yeah, I'm going to keep marching you guys up here. You're basically done. You guys probably should replenish your turn. Those grenadiers are going to take a little while, so maybe I'll bring them up as in reserve. What I'm going to do is bring Massena. I mean, we want to bring another army potentially along here to go after Tuscany. You're allied with the Papal States. So if I go to war with you, I'm going to be stuck fighting all these guys. Which could be, I don't know how Darthmod, potentially change some things up. So I probably don't want to do that then. So we don't want to send a secondary army that way. Maybe send it through here on this lower route, still to Parma. I guess that's what we'll do. We'll be recruiting artillery from there. So yeah, let's bring you up, Senna, and we'll march Jean Sourier up to Turin to hold that. I think I will... I mean, the cavalry still needs another turn, but the cannons, everything else, probably make it up to Napoleon. Ah, seriously? Okay, jump him out. Because then they'll still replenish. Okay, not at full strength. Can still get more militia. So we'll do that. Yeah, we'll bring up the grenadiers in another force. Or we'll have it so there's one grenadier unit in each army for now. And yeah, we'll pop you up there. Just leapfrogging them up. And we'll get pushing. Well, next turn, although these guys are going to be... That's as far as they can move. Let's bring the cavalry up a bit further. Lovely. Yeah, and then I think... Probably look to upgrade the roads, because that's going to help us move further. Improves replenishment as well. That one's already upgraded. That's why... Or maybe it's that, the cobbled roads here, that's giving us that additional replenishment just for the Fusiliers. Right, one more in turn. Then we get moving. Because it looks like Austria has reinforced Milan with additional troops. They are sending these guys through here, so I'm assuming... They just... can they go through a protectorate if they're at war with the master? I don't know. Because normally when I'm pretty sure in this it'll prompt you, won't it, to say if you go into enemy territory, it'll be like you have to get military access or declare war. It doesn't let you just wander, right? So I don't know. Trying to remember the differences between this total war and more recent ones. Yeah, thanks, Leia. We're all good. We're all good. Right, so we can now get more cannons from here, which is nice, and we certainly want that, but I'm going to upgrade you straight away to the Ordnance Factory, because the Ordnance Factory will unlock the 8-pounder foot artillery, which have an even longer range and way more firepower, but also the 6-pounder horse artillery, which is probably one of my favourite artillery pieces to use. I don't know if there's any higher caliber horse artillery in the game. I think it's just 6-pounder because, yeah, probably can't pull much more than that. But they're just great for rapid redeployment. They're pretty accurate as well. They're really great at sniping out enemy cannons and then quickly redeploying. That's actually, 6-pounder's actually got insane accuracy at 62. That's great. That's got less, but you do fire pretty well. Yeah, we'll get that upgraded straight away. Let's get Napoleon marshalling his forces then. So we'll go as far as the Grenadiers can go this turn, and then continue our march on Milan. You Napoleon up there. That cannon will be fully replenished. We've still got a cannon. No, we don't. We've got the other cannon in here. Chasseur Cheval. Yeah, I can bring you guys up. You'll have to play catch up to Napoleon.
Use this panel to manually
That's fine. It's all good. Right. Okay, they've got space for 2 more units, which is the cavalry that I'm planning to bring up. Oh, the chasseurs. Yeah, we definitely want them. I want the dragoons because they'll be fun. So I guess we leave a unit of Fusiliers behind. I say leave behind. We're going to probably just follow up straight away, aren't we? Have you bring up an additional army while you bring up your new force with cannons, and infantry you'll be recruiting from Turin. If we can afford it, which we probably can't until we take Milan. Send all of you guys here for increased replenishment. So you can be moving quicker. Yeah, and then we'll shuffle them around. Have you two follow. And yeah, for now we'll pull you back. Yeah, you'll link up with the others. Because they're not coming just yet. That's good. Right, yeah, I'm happy with that. So Austria's over here. We check diplomacy. Just at war with me. Trade partners with the Republic of Venice. I can't do trade agreement because we don't have any routes with them. Can only do it with everyone we forced to be a protectorate, basically. Imperial States, yeah, they're all allied up. So I'm not going to touch these guys, even if there's cool objectives with it, unless they pop up as ones to go for. Not going to focus on them unless we need to. Because I'm pretty sure going through Austria is going to keep us busy. I don't know. I feel like Venice is going to do something because that also has a good swathe of territory, which could either help or hinder us. Right. In the tent. And let's march on Milan. Are you going to come around here and harass us? Yeah. Okay, we're going to have a nice opening skirmish. I'll probably fight it to minimize our casualties at the start. Be good. And that then, I mean, actually it gives us a good position because we can then hold around Novara if Milan looks heavily fortified.
Central hub of your empire.
Yes, I know it is. And for this one, it is Nice. Right, yeah, you're doing well with those guys. We will march you down to deal with that force. Can you make it the supply post? You should recruit your unit of artillery. Should I or should I wait until I can get the additional ones out? Nah, go on, treat yourself. You guys are not going to be able to make it in. Don't know. We'll bring them up after this battle. In we go. Ah, they've run. Fairly smart. So we'll just bring the army together. You know what I was going to do? I was going to jump out last turn, but they're going to replenish here anyway. I was going to jump out with this general to give them some replenishment. Right, you guys are looking like you're all replenishing up quite nicely. But I don't want to take too many away from you. How many have they got? 3 units. I'll take 3. Could be challenging that artillery, but let's see if we can set a trap. In the trees here. Don't know if that'll trigger an ambush. Get dense enough? Yeah, good. Nice. We'll march on Milan next turn. Find out what they've got there, but we know we can take... Well, it depends on the battlefield, to be fair. We know if we get good terrain, we can shatter armies. Okay, they are bringing their troops together. Come on. Oh, I was really hoping I was going to hit that. Okay, we'll worry about those little forces running behind our lines. I don't think Kingdom of Sardinia is going to be useful for anything because they're not at war with the Austrians. I should have asked them if they'll join the war against them. Doubt it, though.
With the advent of colonial possessions on resource-laden farms.
Join the war against the Austrian Empire. No. Even though you're my protector, you're like, no. They've gone for an ambush there, haven't they? Nuts. Okay, well, I need to pull back and defend my settlements then if I can't see their armies. One more turn left on that cannon. How are we doing here? We're still okay. Get some more Fusiliers in that. Just be careful with these guys, but I don't want to get distracted by them either. I reckon my smaller forces can still deal with them comfortably. I've got a large army there. Let's march and see what Milan holds. Okay, and not a large force at all. We're going to attack the one outside. Hopefully draw them all out. Ha ha ha! We will be fighting this one. Nice, quick slaughter. Orlans, Lancers. We want to try and wipe them all out so we can just walk straight into Milan. But we'll see. Yeah, looks like they were gathering forces up. Wasn't quick enough. We've got 4,800 in Napoleon's army. Here we go.
The radar map allows you an aerial view of the battlefield, detailing the position of units.
Thanks for that, mate. Okay, they're there. Reinforcements, don't know exactly where they're coming in from, but that's really nothing to worry about. Yeah, I think we're going to go for spread out artillery on this. But we'll be able to shell that cavalry from the start. One there. Yeah, another one here, actually. It's kind of like a nice sloping upfield. That's good. And then ideally we'd have one over here, but that terrain is quite low. So, and same over here. We can get that going. We want to hold out. We're probably just going to move them around a little bit. So we'll just have a double battery in the center. It's a nice shot there. Right. Take all the cavalry. In fact, actually, I'm going to have you guys in 2 separate groups. Have you with Napoleon. Okay. Keep those guys back there. And then my Fusiliers. Groups of 3, I think. Now, I did see 1 or 2 comments on the first episode, because actually by the time I'm recording this episode, part 3, only part 1's gone out. Part 2 will be going out later on today, after I finish recording this one. But I see 1 or 2 saying, why are you spreading your ranks so wide? Why aren't you keeping them deeper? The reason why is that troops fire by rank, which means only the first 3 ranks fire. So to maximize your firepower, you want to spread your units as wide as possible, at least up until those 3 ranks. If you have them like this, you'll have far fewer men actually firing. Yes, it gives you a denser formation if you're, you know, attacked or engaged and things like that, but ultimately we want to maximize firepower, so that's why I'll be spreading my lines out as wide as possible. It is still worth keeping reserves though, which I started doing since the start of the campaign, but we showed that off last episode, in particular keeping a few units back, and that's what I will continue to do, especially around my artillery. So we'll have these guys back here ready to defend it, able to charge on in. They're off fire at will, so they won't fire, so that's all good. We'll have you 2 as my kind of like special troops, I guess. We'll have them holding the flank. So we're hoping maybe the other way around. Let's pop the grenadiers here. And the chasseurs over here. I did see one or 2 comments saying, why not put these guys out in front? But I'm pretty sure they still get hit. So I'd rather have them kind of screening on the flank. I might try them out in front of my troops, but past experience, past campaigns, even though they do kneel down, they still get shot. Unless you've got the elevation, they still get shot. So I think it's more light infantry behavior rather than having screening in front of the enemy. Because while, yeah, they'll soak up some of the hits that would go through to your other unit, they'll also then get hit in the back still a little bit. I think maybe your elite skirmishers, like, I mean, for the British, it's like the 95th Rifles, the green jackets, they might do it a little bit better. But I think the purpose, at least the way it's implemented in Napoleon, with Darthmod, is that it just spaces them out a little bit more, so they're less likely to get hit wherever you place them. So you can kind of push forward with them outside of your initial unit's range, get them to harass the enemy, and then pull them back. I don't think they quite work, even if that's not intentional, to just sit in front of your troops. So I will actually pop these guys here, because we're going to probably spread this line out when the enemy troops come in. Just, I think, probably along this. We can have an artillery piece over here, one in the center, and then one on the rise there. Actually, no. You know what I'll do? I'll keep you guys back as reserves for each bit, and then have you out in front. There we go. Yeah. So we'll have leading regiments and then reserve regiments within the same group. That's good. And then you guys will be all back here. Additional reserves. That side, we don't need to commit all of our troops for this. This is fine. Oh, I've just realized I've taken those 2 that were defending here. That's fine. You only need 1 troop defending both cannons. There you go. That'll do. Nice.
The presence of your general in...
Yes, right. Artillery showed me some cavalry. And who have I forgotten about? Yes, this unit of cav. Great. In fact, all of these guys. Oh, no, I grouped them and then gave them the wrong grouping. There we go. Their reinforcements are coming in from over here. That is fine. So I've got plenty of time to form up. This guy's going to just stay put. I mean, I am attacking you. Watch their cavalry disappear. We want to make sure we chase them down with cavalry. They do tend to aim at the sides. I think it's a remnant of code where the generals typically were over on that far side, on the far left side, so they tend to target the corners. They really need to put in different implementation where you could almost hover over unit and then, well, they need to have different zones, even if it's just 3 zones of center, left, and right, and depending on where your mouse is, it'll target the nearest zone to where your mouse click was. That's an improvement that needs to be done with targeting and stuff like that, just going forward for the series. 'Cause it's still stuff we see in like the Warhammer game, in the Warhammer games now as well. Oh, just keep firing. That's fine. They're drawing them all in anyway. So probably not going to get a chance to redeploy. They're all focusing on that side. One thing you can do in Napoleon, though, is you can target the ground. So I can actually target here in front of the cavalry and in front of its center there. So hopefully she just bounce through it, even if we're just clipping them at the corner. What I'm going to do is start shuffling my line ready to receive the enemy and spread out as much as possible, because again, we want to maximize that firepower. I actually think with you guys as well, we will, there we go, generals down. We will maximize the firepower of you guys by pushing this infantry out very wide. Let's move the grenadiers over a little bit. That's fine. Switch to canister. Move the cavalry round. And let the canister shred. Bye-bye. Coming over here, they've seen we've redeployed. Again, terrain's not great for us here. Line of sight is not ideal, but we should catch this cavalry as they charge across the field a little bit. Switch to round shot. They've gone. They've also been hit. They are shattered. I can try and intercept with my cavalry a little bit. What I'm going to try and do with my cavalry, though, is get them behind the enemy. So when they start breaking, we can catch every single last one of them. Because then we should just be able to walk into Milan. Or at least I'll finally find out if I need to... if they've got that additional garrison that Darthmod adds, but I still have to fight it every single time. I think it's contingent on whether you have a unit in there to trigger the garrison, but I can't 100% remember. Okay, pull that unit back, actually. Okay, so what we're going to do is hold the high ground with the cavalry and advance in with the infantry. Hit them from the sides. Here we go. Should hopefully have overlapping canister shot. Inspire them, Napoleon. When that's done, we will charge on in with these guys. Oh, you've gone onto the wall. Didn't actually mean to do that for you guys. That's nice. Missed that docking. Send in 2 units. You guys are going to get caught out here if you're not careful. So we will advance. Hit him with round shot. A cavalry charge, yeah, will have broken them. Yeah, the only problem is you need to tell them to stop firing at will once you've gone in, because they will friendly fire the poop out of one another. March around position. Oh, lovely. Grenadiers. Smashing them. There we go. Third rank. Beautiful. Continue. Now what we want to do at this point is, tempting as it is, keep bombarding them with artillery. Pack up the artillery. And let my cavalry unleash carnage. One unit of cavalry for each remaining unit. Send them all in. Trying to get through them all there. I will give them fire at will again in a minute once they're all separated up. Those two are quite close together, so that's not going to be good, but you guys can fire. We can fast forward this now. Make this a really straightforward march on Milan. That would be spectacular. You taking them all out? Yeah, that unit's gone. Nice. Catch them off guard with that unit. You guys are split up enough that you can fire now. You can fire. 29 of them. Go, 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 go. And cross paths again. Cavalry butcher's work is never done. You guys have gotten stuck here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, you've used all your ammo. That's good. Can't hurt each other now. Okay, some of them did escape. Might still be enough of them to hold on.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Last little chap running through here. Yep. Oh, that's a terrible time for you, mate. Boom. Bye-bye. We lost 88, and yeah, most of that was friendly fire because the enemy apparently only killed 20. So yeah, that was the cavalry shooting through each other, especially that unit of 72 rippers. Chasseurs and Cheval did great. Top work. Do they have anyone in there? Don't think they... they still do. So the garrison still triggers. Okay, so you don't need a unit. That's interesting. Good to know. We're pulling in additional reinforcements. Gem Fusiliers of the line. Okay, actually, yeah, decent defenders. And they got some armed citizenry. We will fight this one as well because, again, minimize casualties. Apart from my cavalry, there's always casualties there. There's a hill right in the middle there. Yep. That is not ideal. Will they stand where they start, or will they advance to us? Well, they might try and advance to us. We want to get our artillery set up and deployed. Thinking along here, but we don't necessarily want one big grand battery. But with them coming through the streets and everything else, we do want to try and zero them in on some open plains. The terrain isn't ideal here. Just about back here, you could probably fit 2 of them. Maybe a third off an angle, but I think probably the better shot is to move up here and use this, and then actually I'd say anchor across that church, but actually I'll probably anchor from that point to that corner of the fence and then hold up along it with the rest of my troops. That looks good. Okay, so artillery, you're going to be moving forward straight away. Cavalry will have you over here. Napoleon with his dragoons. Okay. How do I split these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm doing them in fours. Spread them wide. Thinking is 2 main groups for left and right, and then we have reserves to hold the center and push through where we need them. We'll have them a bit deeper to start with. That's fine. That's those 3. Hold through the center. Off fire at will. Chasseurs, I will pop you guys over on the right flank, I think. Nice. Right, reserves in to protect the artillery. You guys then along here. And you guys hold that flank into the city. We'll run up with the light troops, chasseurs. We'll have the rest of them march forward slowly. Okay, they're advancing way faster than I anticipated. Where I don't think we're going to be able to fully deploy where I want to, so we're going to have to hold up on this reserve line here. Pull everybody else back a little bit, because we're pushing too far forward, unless they stay put there. I do know they've got some reinforcements coming in over on the right. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. But enough troops that we can turn and pivot. Okay, no, they're not continuing to march. I'm going to continue pushing to the original position for the artillery. Going to be risky. It's going to be straight into canister. But that is fine. Okay, you guys go there. You 2 will be reserves. They are continuing to advance. That's fine. Those Fusiliers, I'm going to dispatch Napoleon's dragoons to go after them. And I'm going to pull the chasseurs over to harass them. First groups are advancing. Close to my cannons. Cannons just making the final adjustments forward before we will unlimber them and unleash hell. Yeah, all in position. 3, 2, 1, go. Move the cavalry round. Armed citizenry will fall quickly enough. Move the chasseurs round. Get the cavalry ready. Probably have them in a denser block. Okay, artillery. Shred them. Yep. Dragoons. In you go. No, in fact, Dragoons, we're going to make a flanking maneuver out to the right. And with the rest of you guys, I'm going to pull you back to draw them in so my artillery can do more against you. I'm going to pull the chasseurs cheval around to envelop them. And I'm going to push up through here and secure this side. I'm going to move the reserves over into a left flank position over there. Alright, Dragoons. In you go. Chesser is starting to take some sizable casualties. Turning to face the cavalry. They aren't forming square. And so down they go. Massive damage to them. Lost like 100 with that cavalry charge. Skirmishers advance the position. Cavalry pull back now. She's starting to take some damage. Get ready for another charge. More arm systeming over here. We'll charge them. So I'm going to limber up the cannons again because they're not in a great position. Fusiliers are quite annoying. Enemy general gone. Good. Yeah, that'll be the cavalry charge in there against them. Pull the cavalry back. Turn on the armed citizenry mob. Flush these guys out. We just need to break them. We don't need to finish them off. And they've gone. Skirmishers. Move over here.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Oh, yes. It's probably a bit too far down the hill to fire effectively, aren't you? Force them to come back. Force them to advance further. You keep harassing them from the flanks. Move you guys through to secure.
One of our
City.
units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Lovely. Send them all in. Artillery. Unlimber. Blast them. Chesser's doing great. Yeah, these guys caught in square. They have now moved out of it. I mean, they're falling back anyway. But they don't want to be caught in direct cannon fire. Pull the light troops back so they're not clipped by bouncing artillery shot. But they've all gone. No, these guys have reformed. I don't think they're quite in range of canister. No, unfortunately. So we'll just try and strike them down the line. Yeah, leave the cavalry engaged. Try and flank them if we can. Pull the dragoons in to hit them from the rear. artillery. Change target. Keep firing. Pull these guys in here. Fully trap them. Although I think by the time you guys get there, it'll be over. Are they broken? Cavalry to charge their line to break them up, giving these guys time to move into position. Pull those guys out now. Done what I need you to do. Just before these guys start firing. Come on. Faster reloading, chaps. Let's never fear, the Grenadiers are here. They've gone. Who's rallied? Citizenry again. Send in the cavalry. Hold position, fire at will off. Advance. Fire at will. Job done.
L'infanterie suisse attend les ordres.
Come on, Cav. Yeah, they've gone. Boom. End the battle. Heroic victory. Probably, what, 300 casualties? 364. Not bad. They lost 3,084.
As an alternative to a straightforward occupation.
There we go. The liberation of Milan. Having ousted the Austrians from the former Duchy of Milan, an administration whose loyalties lie with France has now been established in the region. An independent Italian state, the Transpadane Republic, has been formed, answerable to and under the protection of France, of the French Republic. Having rallied the people to your cause, the regions of Lombardy will prove an invaluable base from which to launch further offensives into Austrian territory. Peacefully occupy. Boom. But yeah, we get control over it. It doesn't actually create one. Fair enough. We've just got Sardinia. That's the biggest one to grab early on. I think it's because it doesn't create any new factions from ones that weren't already playable. It probably just flips some of them. I wonder what happens with Venice. So what have we still got in here? We still got to move on Klagenfurt we've got to complete that by late December, which we've still got over a year to do. So we need to keep advancing, keep pushing. So all we need to do is take Klagenfurt, right? We need, yeah, we've already got 8 of 6 regions. We just got to hold Carinthia, which is, yeah, that one. So we've just got to carve a path. So I mean, I guess Austrians, well, they would say we could go through here and knock them out. Mantua is fortified. And then I guess from there we go through and over. Don't know if Venice will kick off at that point or what, or whether we'll get an option to do something with them. I guess we'll find out. There's a theatre here. Do we want to keep it, or do we want to get rid of it? Recruitment capacity. Enhances national prestige. How much gold is it adding to us? That's 4.
The grey pips in the...
Let's see. Town wealth in the region. That's just +4, right? It just adds to the income, I think. Trying to remember how all that worked. Town wealth, yeah. It's not much at all. It does give some happiness, but I'm thinking you're going to get converted to a barracks. Bring our forward line up.
Monsieur, tenez-vous prêt?
We've gained some revolutionary infantry. Yeah, that's what we were getting. And 1,000 gold. Right. Well, we'll take replenishment here for a turn. That revolutionary infantry can tighten. Hold it, I guess. We need to see where these guys are going. Yeah, let's give you a Chester's Cheval unit back here. We need to deal with that one that's gone in there. I don't know where exactly it's gone. Don't like that it's disappeared. Upgrading that for more artillery, which will be good. What have we got here? We've got a manufactory. Oh, nice. Yeah, artillery cost in the region. Ah, that'd be good. Regional wealth from that. It's looking good. Right. Well, I think we'll do one more end turn, and then we'll wrap things up for today. Opportunity to intercept. I'm going to take the order resolve, see what happens, see if it screws us over. We lose... Oh, crap. 596. Okay, don't do that again. Lesson learned. Roddy heck. How do we lose... Oh, what the... What was it? A single unit of infantry like did 500 damage. What the hell? We'll move on Lodi. Well, I think we're going to have to deal with these guys. Yeah, they're going to start sieging. They've pulled back, but we could always break the siege then with the other ones. Okay, opportunity to intercept. Basically, don't trust the order resolve is what I'm getting. At least if you want to... Oh, yeah, minimize your casualties so you can keep on pushing. Yep. Not so good. Siege besiege Turin. Stronghold. Take Mantua. That's our next objective. General, our forces drawn near to the Austrian stronghold of Mantua. Although the garrison there is impressive, I recommend that we move to wrest it from Austrian control. It is well supplied with arms and artillery and would prove an invaluable base from which to launch further offences into Austria. We'll get a 8-pounder for artillery and a 6-inch howitzer. That'll be phenomenal. Sorry, guys, taking that extra casualties. Yeah, I'll have to split off and do this in little bits. What we're going to do is... So we don't have to fight 2 battles, I guess, unless we're confident we can wipe out all of them. But I don't know if that clears them all out, actually, to be honest. So I might as well just attack the settlement and draw those guys in rather than trying to draw them all out. I think it's only worth drawing them all out if you want to weaken an army that's sat in there. But for the garrison itself, not worth doing. Right, we can march on. They pulled that army back, which is good. We will advance with general and cannon to break the siege. Because these guys will come out to support us as well. I mean, this may well force them to break off. Got that unit sat back there of National Guard. I'm just thinking, who do you want to take? We'll take the Revolutionary. Yeah, we'll take all of those and march on up. Let's see. Is this going to trigger a battle or are they going to flee? I imagine they're going to flee. No, they are going to stay put and they demand battle. Definitely not trusting the order resolve, so we will open with this battle at the start of the next episode, breaking the siege of Turin. So until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe and all that goodness. Till the next one, take care and ciao for now.